Even if you've been playing guitar a while or you're starting from scratch, this video is going to help you play clear chords. Playing clearer chords is a massive problem nowadays for players because there's so many chord shapes out there, so easy to read them at times. Rhythm is one thing to watch. However, none of that stuff matters unless your chords sound clear. In this video, I'm going to show you the 5 biggest things to watch out for when you're playing your chords. Make sure you stick around to the end for number 5, where it all comes together. Let's get into it. Number 1, keeping your fingers close to the frets. Taking a look at my G here, notice how my fingers are right up behind my fret. That's the silver line. Note also how that it stays so close. I am not on the fret. That is a huge mistake beginners make when they start out. Gives this sort of woolly sound. So be super sure that you're staying just behind it. And you'll know by just picking the strings. Everything stems from number 1. Which brings us on to number 2. Press hard. Did you ever get sore fingers? The thing to watch with that is you got to be sure you're pressing hard with the correct fingers. Note how in this example with my D, I am pressing hard, but that one didn't come out. Now, what do you do in that situation? Go back to step 1, keep the fingers close to the frets, check in on that. Actually going to budge it up a bit and then press hard and check for that one as it come out. Number 3, become a pro at doing a clear chord check. A clear chord check is basically where you pick one chord shape and your only job is to be sure that it's coming out clear. Taking my D, I am going to pick I'm going to pick them, I'm going to strum them and just keep checking in. That conditions your fingers to be sure that they're coming out properly. Number 4 is one for somebody even if you are not a singer. That's right, you can just hum the note. If you don't want to sing it, just hum it. I'm going to take my G chord and I'm going to play it once. The bottom note didn't come out. So what we do instead is this. Do our clear chord check. Now the fingers close to the fret, pressing hard. You don't have to be Ed Sheeran, you don't have to be Beyonce, you don't have to be like the best singer in the world. You just have to like hum the note. What that does is that builds the recognition in your ears to listen out for the note. It conditions your brain to be listening for that note when you play the chord in future. Check this out. Just, if you want to try this, hum out loud with me right now. Just go. Okay, now keep that note in your head and listen to my G chord. Do you notice it's missing? And it's back. That's how simple it can be to hum a note, make it come out, and then listen for it in your chord shape. And for any player out there who is looking for more structure and direction in your playing, I do have a free PDF download that's 7 pages that brings you through all the major things to watch when learning guitar. I definitely suggest you check it out. It should pop up right about now. Which brings us on to number 5. Number 5 is the power of stacking. Stacking is where you pick 2 things to work on and you begin putting them one over the other and you aim to do them both at once. It's one thing to remind yourself to do it first and then do the other one. However, if you begin to remind them both at once with little keywords or little phrases, it can really help your playing. Let's take our first 2 as an example. We had keep the fingers close to frets and press hard. Frets, press. Pick one word to remind you of each thing. Say it as a trigger to just get yourself going. So frets, press, or fret, press. And what that does is that saves you with your chord changes. So while you're playing, fret press, it gets them both on at once. Now that you're on the way to having clearer chords, I hope you found this video of value. Remember to hit subscribe and like this video so more people can find it as well for their playing. Next up, I'd suggest you check out this video on the D chord. It'll help you have more fun with the shape and do things that you might not have known possible.